Alright, part 11 of the playthrough, and we only have 2 beginner events left in the non-licensed category before we can start progressing further in the game. One's the MR challenge and one's Stars and Stripes, so that means we need to buy a new car for both of these. And as far as I know, there's no American MR car that will fit our needs besides maybe the Acura NSX. So that's 94 grand and I can't even afford that. So yeah. We have to buy a car. So, I think the best choice is getting a cheap Camaro, Z28. And I'm gonna get it in red, because red Camaros are cool, even though it's the boat Camaro, one I don't particularly like. But, here we go. We'll start with Stars and Stripes. And hopefully no upgrades are needed. It's a 4-race series though, and limited to all American cars. We could make some good money back. Acura CL could have been a good car, but I think the Camaro will work a little bit better. GT40 can't be bought, no, it has to be won. It's a very specific series. You're grinding with the Acura RSX. Being in poverty is cool. Anyway, there's a Corvette and a Viper in this race. So, good thing I saved right before, because this might not work. Let's try this. Can the Camaro Z28 beat a Corvette Z06 and a Viper? And in real life, probably not. But in the game, let's find out. Yeah, he has 70 alternative accounts. I wonder if it is the same guy. Big wheel spin. It does have pickup over the other Camaro, but that's kind of expected. I don't have issue with the Grand Sport Corvette or the Mustang necessarily, but the Viper and Z06 I do. Oh man, the handling of these guys. Meanwhile, I'm making mistakes like crazy. It is a beginner league, so there is a rubber banding. This is flashbacks to a certain license test that we will eventually be suffering through. Alright, approaching the big two guys, the Corvette and the Viper. Z06, C5. I do want to have a real life C5. Those are cheap nowadays. I'm driving like a mess, but we're going to try and move around the outside. And we seem to have stuck it. Thank you, rubber banding. Hard to pick your braking points with this car. ZT1 in Monaco? I have a pretty good lap of that on my other memory card. Anyway, we are coming up to the Viper. I think the Camaro Z28 can beat this Viper in this series. But it's going to need a lot of grit and ascend down the inside. Wow. But Nightbot? Yeah, Nightbot would probably be a good idea because before we had enough people in the asphalt streams that would be moderators, but understandably there's less asphalt people on the GT streams, so Nightbot would be a good idea. I'll look into that for the next one. You know, this GT phase is kind of like a fresh start for this channel in a way, because we have to kind of have an all new general audience for the most part. And, you know, we have to deal with less moderation, more chill chat, different pacing. So, this is like a fresh start, but I do like this. Sorry, you're late? No worries. We're just at the beginning of the stream, honestly. Only been up for half an hour. Meanwhile, we are holding against the Viper pretty well. Thank you, rubber banding. Let's try to drive better this time. thanks to the low horsepower of the Camaro, the Z28. It's not as wheel spinny as I would have expected for a muscle car. I am enjoying the stream so much, man. Like, guys, like, people always tell me, like, oh, I feel bad because you have much less viewers, but, yeah, you'd think I wasn't aware of that when I decided to leave Asphalt. Like, I knew that this would be, like, starting over with the new channel. And, yeah. People are going to unsubscribe because they subscribed for Asphalt back then. And even in, like, my announcement video from, like, over a month ago, almost 2 months ago, I said that, you know, the channel's content's going to be different, and if that's not for you, that's okay. Boon News here, welcome. Anyway, Camaro absolutely smokes this competition. I wonder if we could have gotten with the Acura CL, but I don't mind. It's Camaro Z28. No upgrades. That's all I need. Viper holds well on its own. Besides, with a lower viewer count, I can actually talk to you guys pretty fully. And this is pretty fun. Ooh, I like that shot. Like, look at that. That is a great shot. Great thumbnail shot. This game is beautiful camera angles for 2001. Like, for real. It's awesome. I love this game. Next race, Super Speedway. You have another boat, the RSO1. Well, the RSO1 was a boat in Asphalt 8. So, unsurprisingly, it's a boat in Asphalt 9. Alright, hopefully we won't need to tune the car. Hopefully we'll have enough power, even though it's Super Speedway. We'll see how this fares up, but I expect the Viper and the Corvette Z06 to once again be pretty fast. Smoky Mountain takes place in, I'm pretty sure, Colorado. In the Smoky Mountains. In the Rockies. Anyway, we are moving. I couldn't see if that was another... No, it's Mustang, Camaro, Grand Sport, Viper, and Z06, just like the last race. No Shelby Cobra, like I would have expected, but I think that might come later in the game. EA got hacked, what else is new? Isn't like the E3 next week, or like the E3 Games Fest or something similar happening pretty soon? Will I play GT4 in the future? Yes, but a long time. This is a long game. GT3 is a very long game, and GT4 is like 5 times the length of this game. Anyway, in one lap I've managed to catch the Viper. So Smoky Mountain North, you'd say, is in Germany. Interesting, because I would have thought it was always in like in the U.S. Rockies. I don't know. The same debate is on Trial Mountain, whether it's in America or if it's in the UK or somewhere else in Europe. Before it was believed that it was in the UK, but then like GT7 claims it's in America, I'm pretty sure. Drop a gear, see if that helps us at all. A little bit. Yeah. GT4 is a massive game. It's my favorite game of all time, but that is a grind and a half. So I wouldn't start an absolute mammoth project until we have well established this channel. Like the new generation. Is good being a member? Thanks, Carnine. I really appreciate the support. Like, so even like post Asphalt, I appreciate the support that you guys give. That's awesome. So, I always thank you guys all for that. Is Game Love hacked? I don't think so. I feel like I would have heard about it. And, just in terms of the channel direction, I do eventually want to make storytelling videos. And I have a lot of stories about Asphalt 8 and those glory days that I will eventually start writing scripts for. The first topic I do want to do is kind of like about single tanking. But that requires a lot of research and a lot of verification and stuff like that. So I haven't got to that yet, but I do plan. That's a video in the works. So hopefully I'll get to that sometime in the summer. Anyway, race 2. Easy peasy. Corvette actually placed second. And yep, pretty straightforward. Let's pick up our prize money. We're gonna get like 2/3 of our investment back. Let's just get some thumbnail shots. I like the Viper shot. Dad's muscle car is an 80s IROC Camaro. That's just a guess, but that was the hot car in the 80s, or the C4 Corvette. Just so you guys know, I saw Subin's question. Fearum just messaged me perfection as a response to that photo. Alright. Laguna Seca, Shelby Cobra is here. No Viper though, so that will be helpful. How am I? I'm doing good today. Doing pretty good. It's Chill Saturday. Summertime. I went to a huge car show last weekend, and I posted pictures. There's a community post if you want to see it, but highlight was Ferrari F40. I have never seen a Ferrari F40 in my life, and then I saw it in traffic driving to that show. And then I got to take multiple photos and get a picture in front of it. That's a huge Spinala by the Shelby Cobra in the first corner. Huge Spinala. Spinala. Massive mistake by Shelby Cobra. Where it always spins out, because GT3 AI is not the best of AI, but you have to forgive it for being 2001. Hey Justin, legendary track indeed. And yeah, I'm doing pretty good today. Pretty good. I got another car show that I'm going to tomorrow, but it's not as official as the one that was at the Drake last week, but it is. It does look promising, the prospects, but I will be there tomorrow morning to take more pictures and stay in Aston Martin F1, and I'll be excited to check that stuff out. And then I got the IndyCar Road America race. I bought the tickets for that. I'm going in it's in 2 weeks now, or 1 week I should say. I'll be going to Wisconsin for that, so that'll be pretty fun. My first ever real race. Wasn't F1, but IndyCar should be fun time. I'll be cheering for Grosjean. Anyway, this Corvette is pretty fast, unsurprisingly, because the Camaro is kind of boaty. Just like how it looks like a boat. Kind of handles like a boat. We knock a cone just to try and catch up. Oh, big mistake by the Gran Sport, and I see this Shelby Cobra go off. That was a big off by the Cobra. Everyone's binning it today. All part of the great Chevrolet master plan. Indeed. Oh, we tip another cone. I mean, Chevy is running 1, 2, 3. Except the Mustang is putting an inside move on the Corvette Gran Sport. Ooh, that's a good exit. Let's send it into the corner. Full throttle, no lift. Just to hold it against the Z06. We're gaining, we're gaining. Thought about a move on the inside. Not going to connect this time, but we are close. This close. Send it on the inside. I forget what this name of the corner is, but we have the corkscrew coming up and we have the lead. Shelby Cobra is back in the fight for 5th place. We broke really early for that one because we don't want to bend this corner. And hold tight against the Corvette. Corvette goes off. I'm looking for the Cobra. Looks like he went off too. I almost lost it right there, not paying attention to the left-hander. But yes, we won the race. Cobra, 7 seconds down. Catch up on chat here. Watch the mini-map, yeah. Nico Hulkenberg building Autodrome for a future Grand Prix. That'd be cool. Nico Hulkenberg, always cool to see doing stuff. Maybe there'll be a Seb Vettel Raceway one day. But speaking of which, Seb on the podium. That recently happened. That was awesome. I was actually screaming at my TV. And Hamilton locked up his brakes, man. I was watching with my dad, and like we both shouted. Pretty sure I woke up my whole neighborhood. But yeah, that race was awesome. Anyway, last race is on Seattle 2. This is a 4-race beginner series, single race, which I don't think these come up very often in this game. But Cobra's back, and so is the Z06, and so is the Viper. All the big boys. No Camaros in this race. So let's get right to it. Yes, it was fun talking to you, yeah. I always enjoy talking to people on the Discords. You should join the server, though. You know what, in fact, I think I'll drop the Discord server link for anyone who hasn't joined when I finish the race. Anyway, we're in the lower tier of the cars right now. We gotta quickly clear them so we can get working on the other guys. Especially that Cobra, who's pretty far out already. Three seconds back. I'm behind. Big bonk for the Mustang. That gives me a free position. And now we can fight the big tier of cars. Well, I'm ready for the France GP. So the French Grand Prix takes place on the same day as my IndyCar race, and pretty sure I'd care more about the IndyCar race than France, because it'd have like no overtakes. Big send, and looks like the Viper put it in the wall there. That's only going to help us catch up. Little lift right there. And send it. Ooh, big tap from the Viper. He's going to keep at the inside line, so that I'm going to lose time to the Cobra. Chaser's rare. We pass the Viper and go downhill. Yeah, then that F1 race, IndyCar will be much better because it's on a road circuit. Which IndyCars that can go 230 miles an hour on a road circuit, that'd be fun. I know they won't probably hit 230. Oh, big off for the Cobra. And we once again racing the Z06 on the last lap. So the Cobra passes. Both bonk the wall. And I get caught up in this. Let's try to put a move around the outside. Doesn't really work. This is peak GT right here. Send it on the inside. A little dirty of a move, but we have to work on the Cobra. And I bonk the wall to kind of pay for my move that I messed up. Ooh. I'm trying to read the chat. I'm bonking the wall myself. Here I'm just lurking. We're all chilling here on a Saturday. Alright, so problem. I am behind on the Cobra. We might need to try this again. But, we'll see. Anything can happen. Including cars going deep on the corner. We just have to drive clean and just not bonk the wall. I said not bonk the wall. Shelby Cobra bonks the wall and is going to be tussling with the Corvette. This could be big for us. We're going to send it on the inside. The Corvette. And now we only have the Cobra, which realistically we have to hope he bends it on the last corner. But he might. Big corner there. We're going to actually send it on the inside. Big corner. And he puts it into the wall. So he'll have a lot of horsepower to catch up, but I don't think he'll catch us in time. So Camaro on the first try. Holds through. Stock Camaro Z28 was able to win it all. So that's pretty cool. Not too bad of an investment. The Viper actually fell down to 5th place. But that's funny. Truck is 700,000 plus. Wow. Anyway, we get our prize money. I forgot to turn back on the alert sounds, but they're back on now. Get the thumbnail shot. That's a good shot of the Cobra. I like that. Alright, prize car time. What's it gonna be? Event winner. It's long. It's another red Camaro. Is it a Z28? If it's the Z28, I'm actually gonna be mad. Because I'm driving a red Z28. Literally a duplicate. Let's see. Oh, it's Camaro SS. But I believe it's in the same color. Bright Rally Red. 326 horsepower. Oh, this is just bright red. The Rally Red makes a difference. But yeah, Camaro's got a brother now. 2 red Camaros. That's another series win. And our progress is now 7.6%. Pretty good on progress. That's the end of the segment.